What's up, Macadine family and listening audience? I am Camille Shabazz of Macadine University, and my subject today, which is going to be brief and to the point, is in regards to separating from the green bitch. Now, who is and what is the green bitch? Now, the green monster, who you might think is the green bitch, is envy. But in this case, the green bitch is cannabis, aka marijuana. And at its root and initial affiliation with who I would refer to as Mother Cannabis, it's not a bad interaction. Mother Cannabis is not a bitch until you start to abuse her. Now, in the Macadine, chapter 14 is dedicated to drugs and medicine. It's only about 4 or 5 pages long, but we go through the various so-called drugs that we refer to as entheogens that are really put here for therapy, not abuse, to be used at certain times and at certain intervals for man's enhancement and betterment. But when you abuse any entheogen, it really becomes a drug, which is the past participle of the word drag. Once a drug begins to drag you down, that implies that you are abusing it and using it in the incorrect manner. So, in my case, we speak highly of cannabis because there's so much therapeutic value to cannabis and the wide range of benefits that man receives from its therapeutic use. Now, in the Macadine, we teach to never be a follower or a slave to anything. And once you find yourself in a slave position where the plant, the medicine, the entheogen is no longer serving you, but now you're serving it, it is time to get off the wagon. Most of us don't know, myself included, up until my in-depth experience with Mother Cannabis, that when you interact with her, it's supposed to be in a ritualistic, processive type of interaction, where when you go to Mother Cannabis, you go to Mother Cannabis with intentions, with a request of what it is you would like for her to help you with. And like I said, it's not for everyday use. Everyday use can create psychosis. It can create all types of bodily misfunctions, dysfunctions, cause you to overeat, cause you to become lazy, cause you to lose your memory, and eventually cause you to lose your very mind. So what happened with myself is that it became a habit. And now I'm 35 days going into 40 days without it, which has been one of the most challenging events of my life. But I had been mentally preparing myself to get off the wagon because I saw that it was affecting my time, affecting my economics, and actually affecting my entire life. Because I went from therapeutic use to what became addictive use. Or in the words of Richard Nixon, drug abuse. So, cannabis. One of the things that cannabis does, and I didn't realize this until later, that it takes away your your REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, when you go into a dream state. And I didn't realize that the reason I didn't remember my dreams was because cannabis abuse takes away REM sleep. I was like, damn, I don't dream no more. But not realizing that abuse of cannabis was the reason that my dreams had stopped being vivid, stopped being memorable, or just outright being cut off. But over the last 30 days of me ceasing to smoke, which, by the way, was like getting over a couple of addictions at once, because I wasn't smoking with regular white rolling paper. You know, I had to have the specialized blunts, which was another addiction, because you had to cross between cannabis, THC, and nicotine. Two addictions. And not even knowing what is being sprayed on, what type of pesticides are going into the weed that you're smoking. So there's like various levels of detoxification taking place, which can make you go absolutely crazy. But back to the dreams. Once you stop, I can attest to this. My dreams have been not only vivid, but 95% of them have been nightmares. And I think last night was about the most pleasant dream I had out of the last 35 days of not being on cannabis or nicotine. But every other dream consisted of me being in shootouts, being shot at, being stabbed, running for my life. Because what goes on is that your brain is now filtering out all the bad, all the toxins, and at the same time making up for the lost REM sleep. So there's a lot to getting off the cannabis wagon once you have abused it. But I'm hoping that this will enlighten and inform those of you who are out here not properly using and interacting with Mother Cannabis in the therapeutic way that she's designed to be interacted with. Simple as that. And another thing that told me that it was time to get off the wagon is when you start smoking with your children and smoking with those who you know you shouldn't be smoking with. Because when you smoke with your children, it reduces you in their eyesight, whether they acknowledge it or not. Because it makes them appear as though you are equals. And you look around and they'll be talking to you as though they're the parent and you're the child. So that's a no-no. Never smoke with your children if that's what you do. Or drink with your children if that's what you do. So hopefully my departure from the use of cannabis can be of assistance to you who are out there abusing it, because once again, cannabis is therapeutic. Cannabis is good for you if it's done properly and done ritualistically and done every now and then. It's not to be done every day. It's not to be done even once a week. It's to be done when you're in need of its therapeutic help and power to assist you in whatever it is you're going through and whatever it is you need help with. So on that note, have a wonderful day. More later in peace.